Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I already have primer on my face, but in today's video I'm going to be trying out some new products. I have the Jaclyn Cosmetics Putty Highlighter, the new ColourPop Super Shock Bronzer, the UOMA Beauty Loose Powder, you know, the infamous circle one, and like a couple other products. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and let's go ahead and get into this video. My lips are clearly like dry. Normally I use the Milani Rose Butter Lip Mask and I love that. But I've never really tried a lip oil, so we're gonna try this one. The brand is Tanais, and it's the Sunset to Stars lip oil. And this is what it looks like. It looks really cute. It's low-key giving KKW vibes. It looks more of a gloss than like a lip oil, even like the applicator. But let's try her on. It feels like a gloss to me. So for eyeshadow today, I'm going to be testing out the LUNAR Beauty Nude Prism eyeshadow palette. I've never tried out anything from LUNAR Beauty, so this is definitely going to be a first impression. This packaging is stunning. It has like this raised moon and it looks so beautiful, the packaging. And it is your basic neutral palette. So the middle row is all shimmer and then you get 2 rows of mattes. The Nude Prism palette low-key reminded me of the Makeuplifebychey or Boliv Beauty Nude Persuasion palette. So this is a Black-owned brand and you get 3 rows of mattes and that row of shimmer. So this is definitely gonna be more pink, and more like brown girl friendly. So if you didn't want to get the Nude Persuasion, this is definitely an alternative, and I believe this was like $30 or $35 dollars for this. We're gonna be focusing on this. I'm gonna go ahead and prime my eyes. So now that the eyes are primed, I am really curious about these shimmers. So let's go ahead and swatch them. You have So Icy, You're Golden, Laura, Sam, Expose, and Star-Crossed. So I'm gonna go ahead and swatch them, and it feels really soft to the touch. Very similar to like a ColourPop Super Shock shadow, very smooth. And look at that, that is blinding. This one is my favorite so far. Wow. I mean, come on. There's like slight glitter in it, but it really doesn't come off glittery. It comes off more like metallic. So these are the swatches of the shimmers. A couple of them look pretty similar on me, like this one and this one and this one, but in person you can tell the difference. I'm gonna go into Apricot, and the mattes are a little powdery, but that doesn't bother me. You do get quite a bit of product onto the brush, and I'm just going to tap that on, and that is really pretty. It's really pretty. For it to be called apricot, it's definitely more pink than like an orange. Blends pretty easily, and the colors seem to build up just fine. Now just to deepen it up, I think I'm gonna go into Sakura or Sakura. I don't know, guys. I am not good with these type of names. This is like some type of like anime, I think. I don't know. But I'm gonna go into that shade. And like I said, very pigmented to build up that outer V. Doesn't look like I was trying not to go for something like really pink, but pink's my favorite color and I'm like drawn to that. I didn't want to do just your basic neutral eye look. I'm a sucker for pinks, and the packaging and this dress kind of, you know, helped sway my decision, and that blended really nice together. So now to deepen that, I'm just gonna go into Bloom for You, and it's more of like a purple shade. Now that everything is blended, it all went on really nice. I don't have any complaints about the mattes. There's no grabbing. Now I'm gonna go into a lid shade. I'm not gonna cut my crease just because I want more of a softer, like diffused look. So I'm actually gonna go into Expose, which is this beautiful gold. And I'm just going to tap that on. And I'm just using tapping motions. And I'm gonna do liner and lashes. For the lashes, I'm gonna be taking these lashes from the Kathryn collection. This is Kathryn Bedell's lash line, and this is in the style Sophia. So they're very, you know, very much like wispy with like the little peaks. So yeah, normally I don't do lashes with this style, but you know, I'm gonna give it a try. And it says that these lashes are luxurious yet lightweight. Each pair of these lashes was handcrafted to ensure quality, comfort, and longevity. Treat them with love and they will last up to 25 wears. And this her brand of lashes has the thinnest lash band. Like, you will not feel it on at all. Like, it's super fine, like thinner than like the Ardell lashes, and those are like pretty thin. So yeah, I'm gonna do a wing and lashes and I'll be right back. Okay, so lashes and liner is on, and this lash is perfect, I want to say, for like every day. It's soft, yet you can still see the eyeshadow, very fluffy still, so I really like these lashes. For foundation, I'm going to be taking the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundation. So I have two shades. I have 14 Neutral, and then I also have 13 Neutral. So whenever I wear 14 by itself, it pulls off a little bit too orange for me. So I'm going to mix in a little bit of 13 Neutral, just because it's a little bit more yellowy. I'm gonna mix these together and apply them to the skin. And these are what the colors look like. So the yellow one is 13 Neutral, and then you have 14 Neutral. This foundation does oxidize, and it is a matte formula. When you blend it, it gives very much like a skin-like finish. Of course, me dotting it on, it is giving much like orange still, but trust me, once it's all blended out and it oxidizes, it definitely looks like skin. You just gotta trust the process with this one. And I only used about one pump each, and I used about half of that to give it about medium coverage. I don't really want anything like too full, but it does cover quite a bit. And as you can see, it is oxidizing and matches to my neck. I'm just taking my Juvia's Place concealer. I haven't used this in a while, so I just wanted to use a concealer that I'm very familiar with. And then just to add a little bit more brightness, I'm going to be taking the One Size Turn Up the Base Butter Silk Concealer, and I'm just going to apply that on top just for a little added brightness. And I'm going to go ahead and start blending. So to cream contour, I'm going to be taking the ColourPop Super Shock Bronzer. This is what it looks like. This is in the shade Paradise City. This is the swatch of it. Online, it definitely looked a lot darker, but it's ColourPop. Let me go ahead and give this bronzer a try. So I'm just going to take my brush and dip into that. I have tried this out before, but I tried it over powder. I didn't try it under, so yeah, I definitely have some thoughts. She's bronzing. Let's see. You definitely have to build this bronzer up. So I mean, that could be good or bad. Like, you can work with it. It's gonna be more like beginner friendly, so that you don't apply too much, but that could be a con. For me, I don't mind building it up, but I expect a little bit more like color payoff. This will be perfect for like nose contour. I'm going to do my nose contour. And yeah, this is a perfect shade for my nose contour. Just something a little bit lighter, a little softer. To set my under eyes using the UOMA Beauty loose powder. So it comes in a circle like this. You just want to twist the product back and forth, and it dispenses the product in the middle, and you can just fit your sponge or puff in there and then apply it onto the skin. I did get the shade Light because they were out of honey. It's more of like a banana shade. It's not really light. So yeah, let's see. And I'm just going to set her. And I believe this is a talc-free, like, loose powder. And that is pretty smoothing. Just look at that. It looks really pretty. But unfortunately, it does not brighten. It just is going to set the skin is what it looks like. Yeah, so that pretty much made my under eyes look like the same shade as my complexion. So yeah, I'm not really loving that because y'all know I like a bright under eye. So I'm just gonna take this powder puff and just use that powder to set the whole face. So that's a little bit disappointing just because I do like a bright under eye, and this kind of took away those highlighted areas for me. So because it took away that brightness, I'm gonna go into the Jaclyn Cosmetics Brightening and Setting Palette. And I'm just going to mix the top 2 rows and press that right here. And I don't know if my under eye can be saved at this point, but I am going to try. And I mean, you see a hint of that bronzer, not really much. So yeah, there's that. So I'm gonna take this Mented Cosmetics bronzer. This is in Yacht Life, and I'm just gonna go over and bronze a little bit more. And that's pretty. This does have like shimmer in it, like shimmer reflex. That doesn't really bother me. I prefer a matte bronzer, but you know, it's summertime, so I don't mind a slight glow, but I definitely prefer my bronzers to be matte. And I'm also gonna take that same bronzer to bronze and contour the nose. And with no added product, I'm just taking my puff and going right on the sides and down the center just to brighten that up. For blush, I'm gonna be taking this Mora Cosmetics blush. This is a powder blush, and this is in the shade Sophia. So okay, Sophia on the lashes and Sophia gonna be on the cheeks. This is called their Lucky Chance blush, so I really hope that this shows up. I'm looking more for like a neutral toned blush, so let's see if she works. So okay, it's more of like a peachy nude, so I'm not mad at that. I'm just happy it's showing up. So the blush is on and she's really cute. It's definitely more pink than what I was expecting, but I'm just happy it shows up. It's really pretty and it goes great with this look, super flirty. Now let's get into highlighter. Okay, this is the Jaclyn Cosmetics Putty Highlighter. This is in the shade Star Power, and that's what it looks like. This is definitely like a cardboard packaging. It definitely is cheap, okay? It feels very much like Kylie Cosmetics, her old packaging, like in the beginning where everything was just like cardboard. That's what this is giving to me. It's not really on par with the rest of her line. Everything else is luxurious, like her bronzer, that packaging, and then you get, you know, this. But, you know, we're not gonna judge a book by its cover because it's all about what is on the inside. So let's swatch her. And it is super soft and this is blinding, okay? This might be a little too bright for me. Yeah, but that is really pretty. So I'm just gonna work off with what's on my finger and I'm just gonna tap a little on my nose. I think they said the more pigmented you want it, use your finger. So I don't want anything too crazy, but as you can see, the highlight is popping, okay? I am just accustomed to using a brush for my highlighter and not really fingers other than my nose highlight. So I'm gonna take this Artist Couture highlighting brush and I'm gonna go into Star Power and I'm just going to blend her. Yeah, this is gonna be a little too icy. A little too icy for me. So I'm gonna have to mix it with something just so it's not like white on my skin. But she's very pretty. I wish that, you know, Jaclyn would come out with like a champagne, like for darker skin, like a champagne gold color, because it seemed like all her other shades were like icy or like really yellow, and I don't really want like a yellow highlighter. So that just seems like something I'm always gonna struggle with her brand, is finding that perfect highlighter shade. So, but I mean, it's giving. It is giving the glow, okay? Very much so. I'm gonna just take a little bit of Megawatt and go over that. I'm just taking a little bit just to, yes, there we go. That's more of what I was looking for. But I hate, well, I mean, I don't hate, but I wish like I had something in her line where I didn't have to mix. I wish I could just like, and then the highlighter that I love from her brand, she doesn't make that shade, so I'm lucky to have it in that palette. But yeah, going to line my lips using this LA Girl Perfect Precision lip liner in chocolate. I'm gonna wipe off some of that lip oil. And I feel like that lip oil left a slight tint. I don't know if it's me, but I feel like my lips are tinted and they definitely still feel hydrated. But yeah, I'm just gonna line my lips. And for my lip color, I'm gonna be taking the Sephora Cream Lip Stain. This is essentially like their liquid lip. This is in number 75, and I'm just gonna apply that to the lips. So now that everything is set and melted in, let's go over these products. Starting with this eyeshadow palette. From the mattes to the shimmers, they swatch amazing, okay? They blended really nice. I didn't have any problem at all. The shimmers in this palette are definitely the standout. I do wish like there was a little bit more variety of the shades, because like I said, the shimmers looked very similar on my skin complexion, but it is a beautiful, stunning palette. The packaging is stunning, okay? It's beautiful. You're not gonna get packaging like this, so I would definitely say this is a go. These eyelashes are very fluffy, yet so soft at the same time, and I really enjoy these lashes, so I'll definitely be purchasing more from the Kathryn collection. And I also like supporting my fellow YouTubers here and just like supporting Black owned business. The foundation is a matte finish, but it's still giving skin. As far as the foundation, it's unfortunate that I have to mix 2 shades because it is pretty pricey. It's Charlotte Tilbury. But if you wanted to just use one in your my complexion, I would suggest 14N, and then just go a little bit lighter with your concealer, okay? I didn't really try any new concealer, so we're gonna go on to the UOMA Beauty Powder. For setting underneath my eyes, I do not prefer this. I definitely want something that's brightening, especially if I'm using the shade light. But as far as its setting, and especially for it being talc free, I feel like my skin looks smooth and I don't really have any complaints. So as far as like setting all over my face, I think it's amazing. I definitely love how innovative this twisting mechanism is for it, and I like how you keep the mess in here instead of like pouring it into the lid. It's all in one place. On to the ColourPop Super Shock bronzer. I would say that this is definitely great for beginners. Unfortunately, I am not a beginner and I want something that's a little bit more pigmented. So this is definitely not really something I'm gonna gravitate towards, other than just like for nose contour. This is perfect for me. And I believe this is like the second to last deepest shade. So yeah, I would say pass on this unless you're a beginner. This Mora Cosmetics blush, it is so pretty. It is a little bit later in the day, so my blush kind of faded, but I didn't think that this shade would even show up on me really, because I was looking for more of a nude blush, and this is really pretty. So I'm really happy about getting this blush, and it was affordable. I got this blush at my local H-E-B here in Texas. The Jaclyn highlighter definitely is still popping. Like I said, it just needs, I haven't found that perfect like champagne gold from her. That was definitely one of my standout products. This Sephora liquid lip is so perfect for us brown girls, okay? It is the perfect nude. It low-key reminds me of the Makeup by Mario Cozy Lip Suede in Naked Spice, but just this is more of a matte formula. The Naked Spice is more of like a velvet like cream. And that pretty much sums up all the products that I've tried today. Let me know what you guys think about these products. Did any of them pique your interest? Are you gonna be trying some of these out? Let me know down below. And until then, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.